share the love around, shall we? Let's see, copy. Here we go, Sam. Just posting up the links to a few places, to social medias. At some point, would like to find a little more automated. Some snacks too. Apparently, this is the Stranger Things Dorito collisions, pizza and Cool Ranch. Pizza's much better. Cool Ranch is okay. I like the pizza flavor. They did good with that. Nice and salty, man. Oh. So, I don't know how well the title comes through. Poison Ivy. Yay! That just sucks. You know, it's a warm day out. For some reason, still got a hot coffee. Hey, Ben. I'll just go with Ben and Jake. I'm not sure if there's some nicknames in there you need to pronounce, but Ben Ver 3 and Jake Ver 7. It's a nice day out. I just wanted to get out. Didn't have any particular plans for today. I mean, I've done a lot of the stuff I needed to do. Like dishes. But thought I'd talk a little bit about stuff that's been going on. Some of the plans I'm changing, some of the stuff I'm doing. Have a little bit of fun. Well, okay, this is not fun. Who knew Poison Ivy would really mess me up that much? I'm pushing into the third week. Well, it was almost a week ago. It was last weekend when this showed up, and then it just seems to be getting progressively worse. Annoyingly, doctor says, "Oh, this looks normal." The fuck, this is normal? Holy shit, that's crazy. And it seems to be spreading a little, but I'm not sure if it really is spreading or not. Since I got these professionally done at a nursing care center, they're going to be changed out tomorrow. It's like, okay, well, we'll leave them, see how they go, and see if there's any particular change. It looks like it's kind of spreading, but it kind of looks like it's not. I don't know if it's the cream that's helping, and the part that looks like it's really hard to figure out if this is actually getting better or worse. I had a couple small spots at other parts of my body. One was on my stomach, and I could just brush up against that, but I got a couple little dots on my knee. It's like, well, that's weird. And I think maybe some on my rear waist. So I was like, if this is spreading, oh my god, that's gotta be so annoying. That so far none of the antibiotics seem to be doing much with this infection. Well, at least nothing obvious. I would expect, modern medication to be able to take care of things that are relatively common a little sooner, within a couple of days, see some sort of real gain. But annoyingly, who knew Poison Ivy could have a 2-week delay? Because by the time I was in the Poison Ivy, and I would do my best to try to clean it and keep it away from my arms, but you brush up against it, shit just happens. It was 2 weeks later before anything showed up. 2 weeks. How wacky is that? And then it just kind of got progressively worse. You get those blisters, which are really burns, like chemical burns, really. Your body just fighting stuff off and whatnot. Yeah, not fun. Can be itchy a couple of times, but I've got some drugs. I'm going through a few different types. I'm allergic to penicillin. I haven't had penicillin in years, but I would break out in a rash. The last time I had it, that was early 90s. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And so they gave me some antibiotics. That was a cousin to it. And one doctor said, well, if the only thing you do is break out a rash, and the pharmacist told me there's only a 7% chance of an interaction because of the family of penicillins, so it's not like you're going to ever happen. But another doctor had said, okay, well, we can change it up if you like. Like, if you think it's a good idea, then okay, sure, I'll go with that. So we changed it up, got some other version. I think my camera's a little right. A little less scarf. Anyway, so I got that. Taking a lot more of it. Climaticin. I Can't remember these stupid names. And apparently it's the strongest over-the-counter stuff that you can get. And I take a lot of it. And yet, I still have redness. That seems to be expanding a little bit. Now, part of that is, I mean, this is my elbow, it's, obviously, but it's exposed, and no matter what I do, I'm always hitting it, it's resting on something, so I can't not rub it. So, hey, Reza. So, trying not to, I'm trying to use more of this cream. They gave me a cream prescription. So, it's a thing. So, of course, I mean, that's put me off for work for a whole week, and I'm supposed to go back next week and try to see how much work I can actually do, because there's swelling going on, and the muscles are a little sore, but I don't know if they're going to stop me from doing any real, reasonably heavy lifting or whatever, so we'll find out. Let's see what the, when they change the bandages tomorrow, and see if there's any change, hopefully some positive change, the redness might have gone down, and I don't know, I'll get some materials, resources, supplies, that's the word I wanted, so that I can do these bandages, because where I work, it's a 4-hour drive from here, and I go up there and I stay there for 4 days at a time. So not that I'm totally away from society, but like nearest towns are half-hour to hour and a half way, depending which way you're going, when how big a town you want to get to, whoever had a hospital. So I'm hoping I don't have to get stuck in a hospital Northern Ontario. I mean, I shouldn't. Even if it is bad enough that I should be hospitalized, I'll come back here to Hamilton, and just to stay closer to home and whatnot. And if they have to do like an IV drip, antibiotic or something to go after this rash, I just don't think, in my mind, my intuition is saying this does not seem to be normal. I mean, you get an infection and whatnot, but like, this seems to be continuing on. I think once the infection started and whatnot, you start taking care of stuff, it should start clearing up within a couple of days. But apparently, this has been going on since Sunday, and I've tried a couple of different things. So, plan is, once I get it rewrapped, we take a look at it and see where we are. But if I'm not seeing any obvious changes, then it's like, okay, guess I'm going to ER to look into this, because I've been to the urgent care a couple of times, 3 times in 1 week. I mean, I'm pretty healthy, a little overweight, fine, but in the last week, I've been to the hospital more times in the last week than I have in the previous 10 years. I just generally don't get a lot sick, don't do a lot of stupid shit, and yeah, the worst case for me is like allergic to penicillin, but since I'm not getting sick and not randomly getting prescribed antibiotics, that hasn't been a problem. So, all I know really about these things, I try to follow stuff, and I pay some attention to the doctors, or something. I pay reasonable attention to the doctors, but sometimes it's just like, you guys just seem to be following a rote script and not going deep enough or far enough, or my expectations really that far out of whack. Again, one would think modern day medicine would have no faster effects for something, again, so freakingly common. Well, that's where we are these days. Having a little bit of fun. I just wanted to get out and sit outside somewhere. I was going to maybe do some stuff on my iPad or what have you. And I thought, hey, I haven't done a live stream in a while, so here we are. Updates to the vehicle. Got my door working. Yay! The inside handle was not connected to the latch mechanism, so I had to go explore and see what I didn't put back together correctly. And I found it. When I replaced the power door lock module, the power door locks started working. Yay! But the handles stopped working. So, well, I should be very clear. When I first replaced it, nothing was working. And it's like, I don't know why it's not connected and whatnot. And I've been at it, taking this apart, taking my time. And I was just so tired and hot, I said, you know what, I'm just putting everything back together and just leave it. Of course, because neither the outside handle nor the inside handle were connected. That was fun. So I had to do, it was pulling. That problem actually gets a little worse. So normally you get keys when you're using the lock, but on this door,